And we are live today from the Earth's core. That's right, straight from the Earth's core, as requested by AlmostAtLife. This is the fifth show of the Octagon Wheels tour. I was named by Dom. Today we have a special guest, Benjamin Andrews from the band Combrio, who I'm going to bring out in a little bit. But first, welcome everybody. Sorry, a little tardy. Had some technical problems per usual, but I think we're good to go. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's see. If this is your first time watching the show, I'm the Etcetera Kid. This show is all about musical improvisation. Everything you see on the show, all the music is made up on the spot. Nothing is pre-planned. We got music in front of us. It is all improvised, but we get a ton of help from you guys. You guys choose the starting BPM, the key, starting key. Sometimes we change it. You guys choose the keyboard sounds. You guys submit your usernames. We turn them into drum patterns on the song. You guys name our tracks, name our venues, name our tours, and teach our bot Tubi how to talk. Oh, the video's choppy. Yeah, let's fix that. There, it should be good now, right? That's fixed. Let me see who's here. Who do we have here so far? I see Dorf is here, Real Human Being, Magus, AlmostAtLife, 13th Now, Where's Hat, Stoosh Petit, Schoeniger is here. Enigma's here, Jay Doublets, Allegra's here. Did I say Where's Hats? Hey, Where's Hats? Incredible Bunny. Welcome, everybody. If I did not see your name, I just do not see it in my list yet. Let's see. It's Wednesday. I wonder if we're going to get a Yeehaw raid today. If we do, it'll be the first Yeehaw raid while we have a guest here. On a resub from Dorf. Thank you for the resub. Let's bring in some background music. It's the shakiness that the stopped, right? I think I fixed it. Let's see. I think we're ready to go. Let's see. We should have let's check out. Do we have some milestones? I think we might have some milestones. Hey, Kajink is here. It's coming up. Here it goes. There we go. In principle. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we've got some milestones on this track. Let's see. What are our milestones? This next track is the 25th song that Cake Johnson has a request on. Big number 25 for Cake Johnson. Congrats on that milestone. And this track features a Real Human Beat's 25th BPM request. Congrats, Real Human Beat. Let's check out our requests for our first track of the day. We've got 98 beats a minute from Real Human Beat, G major from Allegra, drum loops from Schoeniger and Casilton. And let's see. Let me check. Did that stutter stop? Oh, no, it's working. That's okay. Okay, we have. There we go. Oh, we had Dom. Wow, Dom with a host to start the show. Thank you, Dom, for that host. Thank you so much. And we had, I see. It was, we got a 6-month resub from Dorf. Dorf wrote, Keep It Jameson. And a 6-month resub from Trang VP. Hey, Trang VP. Trang's here all the way from Australia. Okay, did I zero everything out? I did. Okay. Oh, Juanina's here. Hey, Juanina. So, now we can initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills, and let's see. Let's fade out this background music, make our drum loops. So our drum kit that was requested for this first track of the day is the Motown Revisited kit from Magus. So now that we have our kit, let's check it out first. Here's, let's see. So let's make these drum loops. Okay, so first up, from our drum generator, who do we have? Let's see. We have Schoeniger, best friend Schoeniger. Here's Schoeniger, raw from the generator. Let's check it out. Here it is, raw. Nice. Let's see. I think we are going to add a kick on one in this case. We're going to add a kick on one. I know, revolutionary. And let's, you know what? Let's put a. Oh, it's not much of an open hat, is it? Well, we don't need it too much. We're going to leave it pretty close to what it was. Let's put a hat there, though. And this snare will drop a bit in volume. And this snare we're going to raise a bit. Here it is. Here's best friend Schoeniger's beat. Nice. Thank you, Schoeniger, for your beat. Next up, we have Casilton. Here's Casilton raw from our generator. How you doing, Casilton? So are we gonna skip kick on one? We're gonna break the rules. No kick on one. I don't think we need a kick on one. I think that snare clearly establishes what's going on. That's right, what you guys are hearing. Jiffy is back in the studios. First show, Jiffy's been back. And he's dreaming. I don't know if you guys can hear it. He's dreaming right now. He's barking in his dreams. Yeah, let's see. Here's Casilton's beat. Now let's put one snare there. Okay, we have our beats. Thank you, Casilton. Let's check out these sounds. First up, from Enigma, we have the Yamaha Grand Piano. We got a 6-month resub from Where's Hats. Thanks, Where's Hats. And a cheer from Magus. Magus writes, kicking it off in honor of Trang. Thank you, Magus. And then we have, what else? From AlmostAtLife, we have the Bright Mark II. That's got some pan to it. And then we got full brass staccato from Cake Johnson. And then from Lost Elf, we have Clockwork Ballerina. And there it is. From Dom, we got the Dombro chords. Legendary Dombro chords. And then lastly, from Music Chick, we have some clarinets. Okay, we got our sounds. You guys choose which sound starts the improv. Hey, RunePenrod. We could start with one of our drum moves, or our grand piano, our Rhodes sound, full brass staccato, Clockwork Ballerina, Dombro chords, or clarinets. Let's see. Give you guys let's fade this in for a second. Give you guys just a little more time to vote while we do our last little steps. There we go. Okay. Okay, you guys had enough time. I'm into voting. What has chat chosen? Clarinets. We're starting with clarinets. Sounds good. Let's see. Okay, so as I said, we have a special guest today, Benjamin Andrews. I sort of somehow I've stumbled onto this band. He's in Combrio, and I'm so glad I did. It's an amazing band, just funk, psychedelic soul, just amazing grooves. They're San Francisco based, but they tour all over the place. So wherever you are, and you guys have toured internationally, right? Yeah, they've toured internationally, so you'll have a chance to see them. So let me bring them out. This is Benjamin Andrews, our guest today.
Hi.
So as with our last couple of guests, we met for the first time, I think, about an hour ago. We still haven't played together, so we don't know what's going to happen. But that's basically the fun of improv. Everyone's saying hi in there. Oh, just so you know, so it's probably hard for you to see those things that say CALP. You see that it says it's like at an angle.
Uh-huh.
That's how they clap.
Oh, awesome. All right, gotcha.
So if you see lots of CALPs, that's a good
Right
sign.
on, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Good sign.
yeah.
I like it.
Let me see. Let me get to this. And actually, guys, because we had these technical difficulties, there's one thing I didn't do beforehand. So I'm just before we started Etcetera, I'm just gonna have Benjamin. Can you just play for like just something for a second, like a chord or something? I'm just trying to check something.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's good. So I've been working on this new camera setup so that when we have guests, the camera knows when to switch to them. And keep your fingers crossed that I didn't, in my code, do something crazy and our whole setup explodes. But in theory, what happens is I set a threshold level. When his volume goes over a certain threshold, then my system knows that he's playing, and it's more likely that camera 4, that's right, camera 4 cuts to him. But it added some serious complexity to the code. So we'll see. See how it goes. Okay, it's that time, guys. Time to Etcetera. We'll be back in a sec.
the whole thing.
Whoops. There we go. Well, we were doing well there until the computer crashed. Okay, well, let's see. That happens sometimes in this show. If it's your first time watching, sometimes we push the computer to its limits. It could potentially be my...
It's hanging in there, though.
What's that?
So it's hanging in. I mean, considering what you got going.
Yeah.
A pretty good job.
Okay, guys, let's look at our titles. What did you guys come up with? Let's see. Title time. Oh, there was a huge donation in there? Oh, yeah. We got a huge donation from All About the Benjamins. And they said, welcome to our new guest. We got a donation from Dom. Thank you, Dom. And a cheer from Kajink. Kajink says, sad I can't watch the whole show tonight, but I shall leave you with some bits to remember me on. Groove on. Thank you for those cheers and donations. Oh, we got a host from Germaximus. Thank you, Germaximus. Let's see, titles. So, let's see. What did you guys come up with before the unexpected ending? Let's see, title time. Oh yeah, let's fade this in first. Let's listen to this in the background. So if you see, so there's the list of titles. So if you see one you really like, how many titles you guys? We could see.
Oh, jeez.
From Spark, we have Beautiful Mistake. From Enigma, we have Serenity Falls. Let's see.
Deductive reasoning.
Where was that? Okay, from A Real Human Beat, we have Deductive Reasoning. From 13th Nile, Low Pressure System. You got one last one? Chat's loving the puns today.
Hadley Cells.
Hadley Cells.
Not sure. Yeah, well,
Hadley Cells from Marmar.
trying to make it up.
Okay, those are your title options. Let's see. I'll let you guys vote on our options. We have Beautiful Mistake, Serenity Falls, Deductive Reasoning, Low Pressure System, and Hadley Cells. Let's see. Did I do anything on that? No, I just played keyboards. So, oh yeah, I switched to the screen too soon. Let me end this poll, and then I think what we'll do is maybe in between each song, let's ask you like one or two questions, and chat. If you have any questions for Benjamin, you can run the ask command, ! Ask, and I should see it eventually. Okay, you guys had enough time. We're gonna, yeah, let's end that. Okay, I'm ending this poll. What has chat chosen? And Chad has chosen Beautiful Mistake. That was from ProfessorSpark. So that track, now known forever as Beautiful Mistake, courtesy ProfessorSpark. Thanks everyone for your title suggestions. Beautiful Mistake. Okay. So I'm going to let's go back to full screen. So Benjamin here, as I said, is in this band Combrio. You guys should definitely look them up. The Tubi should paste it in periodically. But maybe I'm curious for and for our viewers, you could tell us why should they check out Combrio? What do you guys do? What's your thing?
You check out the band.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. I mean, the music's all right. We're okay looking. No, it's a hell of a live show, for sure. Very dynamic, and I mean within I think the recorded content too is a lot of dynamics. I think that's we're making music for everyone, and I don't know. Just give it a shot. Just give us a shot. Go to the bandconbrio.com, and I mean there's some free music out there. I mean everything's free these days, anyways, right? Some cool videos, and we're on the road a lot. Like you were saying, if you live on planet Earth, we'll probably come through your neighborhood at some point.
Did you grow up? Did you grow up in the Bay Area?
No, I'm from Southern California originally.
Okay.
And lived north of here for a while. I lived on the East Coast for most of my 20s, and now I've been back here for about 9 years. Actually, what's the date today?
It's the 11th.
It's the 11th.
Of October.
So
I think,
9 years yesterday. I've been in the Bay. Wow. But it's always felt like home of sorts.
And did you how did you sort of pick up the guitar? Was the guitar your very first instrument, or did you play other?
No, there's always a piano for the most part. Always a piano in the house, something to bang on. Guitar in the closet, kind of standard stuff. But I just would tinker on the piano, and guitar was, I think, like most people, you pick it up and you just think this is going to be entirely too much work. My hands are killing me 5 seconds into it, But it clicked eventually. But I mean, I think I started reading music for trumpet, and kind of adapted that to everything else that I was interested in playing. I'm sure it's the same thing for most musicians. It's like once you get a little momentum to it, you realize that it's like the only thing that you really care about. So that you're in there, you bury yourself in it.
Do you ever still play the trumpet, or you're 100% guitar now?
It's been a minute since I really kept up on it, and it's not like riding a bike. The Honda show, it's really, really not. So it was frustrating, but yeah, every once in a while I'll pick one up, just to see where I'm at.
Yeah.
Not publicly.
You don't pull it out with Combrio ever?
No.
Well, you guys have a trumpet player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's all right too. So I'm just, I'll leave it to him. I'll leave it to the people that can actually retire that one.
I see that Marmar had a question. She wants to know, oh man, we just got, who is it? We got a raid. Who's this raid from? So, I don't know if you're familiar with Twitch. What a raid is when another channel, basically, they end their show, and they send all their viewers to another channel.
Okay. So there's a whole lot of new people up there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome. I guess is it Blood Trail? I'm not sure what you're. Oh, it's G Sharp Piano Bar. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. I should quickly say for Raiders, if you've never seen the show before, what we're doing is completely improvised, but you guys in chat request all the basic elements that we use, the speed of the song, the starting key, the sounds, etc. And so we're going to get to some music pretty soon. Yeah, actually, let's just start getting ready for the next one. We'll do Marmar's question the next time around.
How do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Well, she had two questions. One was, well, you can answer that one quickly.
How do I make my peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah, that's her
Typically
question.
in a van.
Typically,
Probably with a plastic knife or maybe some makeshift peanut butter shiv type thing. You know,
nice.
on the move.
I
think the real question was probably do you go one side and
that
then
was
the
yeah.
other?
We've talked about this
I'm
before.
putting I'm putting them both on the one side.
That's the only
and
way
then
to do it.
topping I
right?
think so. I don't know.
Yeah. See,
Not a stickler.
the thing is, to me, is if you only put it on one side of the bread, then the jelly or the honey just seeps into the other side of the bread, and then you don't. The best is when you got the peanut butter on both sides, and then there's just this layer. Oh, it's anyway. Enough. Got me hungry here.
People have feelings about this stuff. Apparently.
What's this, Evan? Okay, let's see. We're about to just running through these steps. Oh, Wormdrake says, while I'm doing this, tell us about your guitar.
About the guitar.
Yeah. Like
It's been through a lot.
They probably can't see what kind of guitar is it or anything.
Well, it's a Fender Telecaster. It's about almost 40 years old. Mostly original stuff. It's been refretted many times. I've got some Nordstrand pickups in here, which are awesome. But they're still pretty traditional, like Telecaster style pickups. It has a electronics pocket back here. It's been routed out. There's nothing in there, but the guy that owned it before me used to hide stuff in there. But yeah, it's always been a touring musician's guitar, so it's lived a lot of life. It's been stolen from me, and I've gotten it back.
Oh wow, that doesn't happen very often.
No, very, very rarely. So it's definitely mine. But outside of it being mine,
did you have to buy it back, or did you
I
actually?
did, man.
Oh, that hurts.
I know.
That shows devotion to the instrument. It gets stolen, and he buys it back.
Yeah, from a pawn shop on 6th and Market.
Okay, let's see. Actually, while I do this one step, we could actually do another question because we can stay on full screen while I do this. Well, so Marmar was wondering, who are some of your favorite bands, musicians that you like listening to or influenced you or?
Well, a lot of the music I like to listen to recreationally isn't necessarily applicable to the music you might find that I've made, online. But recently, that new War on Drugs album is great. The new Timber Timbre record is awesome. There's a lot of good music still coming out in spite of what the radio seems to be telling us. Who else? Andy Schaaf. Been hooked on that dude. A lot of like songwriters. I've been more into kind of trying to get into like lyrical writing and maybe just listening a little bit more critically about how that that part of music is put together because it's always been secondary to me.
Do you sing at all or?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I sing a lot of backup
With the band?
With the band. But support singing.
There's a question I always like to ask you. Any local bands that you recommend that probably no one's heard of before, but people should check out?
Well, they're definitely getting bigger. Over the course of the last year, there's this great band called the Once and Future Band. And if you have not listened to the Once and Future Band, you should definitely do it. It's got a kind of 70s psychedelic rock vibe to it, but it's real rock and roll. It's a little proggy, but I think anybody that's listening to your show could be into it. I think they're great, but they're still a little under the radar though. Let's see who else. Local. Always a fan of Goodnight Texas. Americana thing. They've got some new stuff out. Let's see. Who else that people need to know about? I should have I'm sure in the back of my head I've got a huge list of people that are gonna be mad at me. It's like
the Oscars or Grammys or something.
You
forget to thank someone, and then you're in trouble. You're out of their will. Let me see. While we're talking, I'm getting these requests so we can jump right into another song. Let's see, we're almost, I think we have our, unless I did accidentally, that's going to mess things up. Let me fix one thing really quick. So basically I have this bot that imports all the requests they do online. And our bot accidentally got in 2 keys, which could cause some complications.
Or it could be amazing.
Well, from the computer point of view, it could be complicated. From a creative point of view, it'd be awesome. But let me just fix this really quick. 17. Why? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen if we let this through. Well, it'll be interesting, I guess. Oh, I know what it was. Let me just get this. Well, you know what? We're just going to go with it, see what happens. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, I can't take it out. There it is. Okay, good. Okay, we should have some milestones we'll see in just a second. Oh, Marmar asks, what's the inspiration behind the band name, Con Brio?
Well, it means with brio. This is, with spirit, with vigor. Basically, if you're doing something with brio, you're doing it like you mean it. But it's originally taken, as musical notation in written music. That you would see, it's not necessarily play faster or play louder, but play with more gusto or more spirited, which was a name that existed before I was playing in the band. So I had no say in it, but it really seems appropriate for what we do. So
cool.
Of course, you go into places where people don't know what to expect, and they just assume that you're a Latin band, a music band, which we are not.
Yeah. Not yet. Maybe second, the third, fourth album.
I'm ruling nothing out. You always gotta leave room for change.
Okay, we're gonna switch to our milestone screen and let Benjamin take a quick break before our next track. So let's see our milestones. We have this next track is going to feature Let's Go Link's first drum loop request. Congrats on that first. This next track is going to feature Ducker's first BPM request. It's going to feature Trang VP's 75th request used. Big number 75 from Trang VP. And lastly, RunePenrod's 5th drum fill. Congrats on those milestones. So let's see what you guys have given us for this next track. We have 120 beats a minute from Ducker, C minor from AlmostAtLife, drum loops from Jay Doublets, and Let's Go Link. Let's see. Let's zero this out. Oh, I created a headache for myself here, didn't I? Well, we'll find out what happens. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Zero this out. I think we need to still create this track. Let's see. I'll get this loaded up. So I'm trying to decide, did we crash because of my new code, or was it totally independent of that? I think I might play conservative on this next track. Just to be safe, I'm not going to use the new code. I'm going to avoid it. Okay, got everything zeroed out. Let's see. Okay. Do we have our sounds? What do we do? Hey, Electric Blue. Spark says conservative funk. What is conservative funk? I don't think that is possible. Let's see. Okay. So we can initialize, import our track names, generate these drum fills. Let's Go Ink says, how can I favorite songs? Just run !FAVE, and that will favorite a track. So our drum kit for this next track is the classic techno kit. What is this? Okay, we got our kit. Now that we have our kit, let's make our drum loops. Okay, we got our loops. Let's see. First up is J Doublets. Hey J Doublets, here's J Doublets raw from the generator. Man, you know, I think we can do this without a kick on one. Try to decide. Yeah, that'll be wacky. I dig it. I think. Well, let's put a snare on the end of. Let's put the snare on the end of 4. Here it is, J Doublets beat. Yeah, I feel that. It's got a beat to it. Next we got, you up for a no kick on one?
Yeah, man.
And then we got Let's Go Wink. Here's Let's Go Wink raw from our generator. I think in this case we are gonna have a kick on one. I think we want it on this beat. So and this is Let's Go Wink's first beat ever. So here's the cool thing, Let's Go Wink, is that this drum generator, every time it's going to generate a different beat. But that beat is always tied into the unique DNA of your username. So I'm just going to vary the volume of these snares a bit. Here's Let's Go Wink's beat. Here it is. Nice. Thank you, Let's Go Wink. Let's check out the sounds we have. First up, it's Airbase Synth from Reginald, Delaware. The Airbase Synth. Unfolding Paper Bells from Trang VP. We have Violins 2 Legato from RunePenrod. We have Native American Flute from Electric Blue. We have Funk Lead from Spark. And then lastly, there it is, Skullvalanche's signature sound, Murder. Murder by Skullvalanche. The worst kind of avalanche. Okay, as those are your sound options. You guys choose which sound starts the improv. It could be our Airbase Synth, Unfolding Paper Bells. Violins. Native American flute. Funk lead. Or murder. Murder by Skullvalanche. Murder by Skullvalanche has been used on 37 tracks on this show so far. How's that? Oh, that's a mistake. What? That's something weird happened on our screen. Why is it saying it was requested by me last time? That's a bug. Some sort of bug happened. Okay, so did I? Oh, I lost our poll, didn't I? Here's the poll back. In theory, there it is. Okay, guys, give you just one more sec to vote. Now let's do a title challenge on this track. Let's see. Let's do an alliteration challenge. Alliteration. And maybe some veterans could give a few quick examples of what alliteration is. So I'll be specifically looking for titles that have alliterations. Okay. Okay, I'm ending the poll. What has chat chosen? Wow, the Native American flute. That was requested by Electric Blue. Electric Blue. Nice. Let's see. Let me do one thing quick. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Okay, I think we're ready. So remember, your title challenge is alliteration. Hey, it's Varts. Welcome back, Varts. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, Marmar found Combrio on Spotify. Does that make sense? You guys are on Spotify? Cool.
All right.
Okay, guys, we're ready. Time to Etcetera. We'll be back. Just a sec. Well, that was fun. We made it without crashing. That's good. there's all the kelps. Oh, thanks, Enigma. Thanks, Varnes. Man, it's so awesome having a guitar here, I have to say. I'm so sick of keyboards. It's so nice to have a guitar. Let's see. Let's check out these titles you guys gave me, these alliterative titles. Oh, we got a resub from Mana Plate. Or a new sub from Mana Plate. Thank you so much for the sub. OG Peg says, Kid, we could tell the moment you guys found the vibe and bounced off each other. Amazing. Roger Boo says, Telecaster is such an awesome sound. The vibes were excellent from the guitar, Varnes writes.
Right on.
See, it's I'm sort of used to it, but it's like before I did streaming, I played in traditional performance settings where the only way to know that your audience, for me, the only way to know the audience is into it was if they danced. Because like clapping doesn't necessarily tell me something, but if they're actually dancing, I feel like we're moving their bodies, Well, that's what's nice about this is you guys actually can talk right to us. Tell us what you think. Let's see. Let's look at these titles. What do we have? Oh, let's put this song in the background while we do it. So alliterative is just like the same sound over and over again, like C's or S's or... Let's see. So our challenge was alliterative titles from AlmostAtLife Western Waters. So RunePenrod did Shakedown Street. I think that title's been used before. Let's see. From EF Elixir, Giganaut, Gorgeous.
Cognitive Confluence.
Where was that? Okay, from Enigma we have Cognitive Confluence. And let's see.
What was that? Starsky's what?
Was it up there?
What was that?
Yeah, some of these titles didn't technically meet the challenge, but I'm going to shout some out.
Electric Erosion.
Yeah, from RunePenrod, we got Electric Erosion. And we'll do one more title. From Let's Go Link, Sunset Salutations. Okay, those are your titles. We could name it Western Waters, Giganaut Gorgeous, Cognitive Confluence, Electric Erosion, or Sunset Salutations. And we had some other titles. We have, let's see, Luscious Leslie's Loudspeaker from Electric Blue. Moonlit Miles from 13th Nile. Typically in a van. Remember you saying that?
Yeah.
Typically in a van from Broskiff. Militant Muffins Meet Mama from Pioneenee. Oh, this is a long letter from Spark. Fiona finally found family. Oh, that's good for Fiona. Good for her. Frankly Fresh, Finger Flesh from Dom. Okay, that's enough titles. Okay, I'm gonna end this poll. What have you guys chosen? And it's from RunePenrod, Electric Erosion. Electric Erosion.
Practice.
Thank you, RunePenrod. Thanks, everyone, for your title suggestions. Let's see. Did I did a little roads. That was it. Roads. Let's see. Congrats to RunePenrod. Oh, let's see. What does RunePenrod's other titles include? Hourglass Skies and Autumn Duet. Okay, let's fade this out. Okay. And just a reminder, if you have questions you want to ask Benjamin, just run the ask command.
Yes.
Let's start getting ready for this next track. And just, it'll probably come up in a second. But in case the calendar should appear in a little while, but if it doesn't, just a reminder, we have next week, we have on Monday a cellist who also beatboxes. On Wednesday, there's a band touring that I can't announce it yet because they're still confirming for me, but Friday we got a fiddler, Eliza Rose on fiddles. On November 1st, we got keyboard accordionist Colin Hogan. And there probably will be a few more in October that I'm... oh yeah, OG Peg does have a question. OG Peg wants to know... Here, I'll go full screen for a second. OG Peg wants to know, do you stream? So what this is streaming. Do you do any live streaming? Or had you heard about Twitch before I emailed you out of the blue?
I was not hip. I was not hip. No.
It's
No.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had never heard of it until a year ago, or year and a half ago. I think it was 2 years ago. The way I heard about Twitch is there's this. Are you a gamer at all? Do you play? Yeah. No. Neither am I. I read about there was this, and some of the chat knows about this. There's this game called Twitch, a Pokemon game, and this programmer coded the game so that the chat could control the game. And so that, right. I heard about that. It went viral. It was all over the news because there were like 60,000 people watching this game trying to control it.
Right.
And so that was part of what gave me the idea for this show, is this idea of you guys being able to shape.
I should be into it more. I should be doing it more.
Yeah, if Combrio wants to do if you ever want to do a live stream, we could do it here maybe. You guys just think
a lot of guys.
Yeah. And it gets hot in here too. Mass Enigma asks, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
It's tough. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with my gut on this one and say the horse-sized duck.
Wow, he's taking on the horse-sized duck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just feel like, regardless of the size, I mean, it's still a bird. It's not gonna weigh. Not gonna weigh very much.
One to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just have to focus on that one thing. Because I figure a duck the size of a horse would still weigh probably less than me.
That's a good point.
Birds are pretty light.
Birds are pretty light. Yeah.
They break pretty easy too. Whereas horses, even if I mean, that's.
They have hooves. They'd be kicking you. 100 horses.
It would be like 100. I'm sorry. What was your dog's name?
Jiffy.
Jiffy. It'd be like 100 Jiffy. It's totally unmanageable.
Yeah. Let's see. And Manaplate also had a question, which is easy as when and where did you meet the kid? That's me. The kid.
Today. Or I guess via email and phone conversation. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
A few weeks back.
Yeah,
nobody's too much of a stranger around the Bay if you're making music,
Yeah. See, now we
I even
know
ran
each
into
other.
I
We
ran
go
into
way
a
back.
mutual friend this morning, even.
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time, really.
Okay, let's see. I think we're gonna go. Let's start getting ready for our next track. Let's see. Oh no, Enigma. The screen. I forgot that my screen that's the ask screen was originally the Say My Name screen, and I clicked on your message. And it changed your name to, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? That's now your name. I'm not sure how that, well, I know exactly how that happened. I made the mistake of clicking on it. Okay, let's see. Frambox says, beatboxer? Yes, that's right. I have to figure out how to do 2 channels, though. It's a little tricky with my setup. So right now I'm using, I think, 18 different tracks in my interface. Okay. Okay, get our kit. Just getting these requests in. I don't know why the calendar's stuck, but oh, I know why it's stuck. It's because I'm on this screen. We have a request. Okay, good. So we should have some milestones on this track. Let's see, do we? Let's see. This next track will feature... Yes, we do. This next track is going to feature Varnt's first sound request. First ever sound request. Varnt is new to our channel as of Monday. I'm so psyched you came back. Good to see you again. And this is Let's Go Inc.'s first drum kit request ever. And this next track is going to feature, look at that, Sour Frog's 200th request used on the channel. 200 tricks. That's a huge one there. And, well, this next track features Marmar's 25th sound and Lost Elf's 350th drum fill. There have been 350 drum fills generated from Lost Elf's username on this show. Huge milestone. The big 350. And what's awesome, Chad, is I actually met Lost Elf. Was it over the weekend? I met Lost Elf, Skullvalanche, Seabeck Music, and Frambox. Let's see. Okay. Okay, 0 out. So that track did not crash. So, trying to decide, do I want to bring my camera switching back in? Was that to blame? It's so much better when we got the camera switching going. I feel like we'll do one more track, play it conservative. Okay, let's see. So we got, oh yeah, we could show our requests. So this next track is going to feature 105.19 beats per minute. That's right, we do decimal BPM on this show. That's how accurate we are. 105.19 beats per minute. And key of B from Dom. So Ionian, so straight major. At least the start. We got drums from Cake Johnson and Mana Plate. You're asking if they got my autograph? No, we were just chilling. We were just chilling. It was nice. It was really nice though, because I that day I basically worked from 6 in the morning till 1 a.m. It was 1:30 a.m. And if it hadn't been for getting to see them, I would have just fallen apart. So it was really nice to have a break and see you guys. Let's see, we got our drum kit. What is our drum kit? Our drum kit is the okay, I'll try to remember that question. We'll save it for the next track. Let's see, Enigma just asked a good question. We got the Sunset kit. There's a nice solid acoustic kit. And so now that we have our kit, we can initialize, import our track names. Let's generate these drum fills. And our drum loops. No, not quite yet. Oh yeah, we can make our drum loops. Let's see. We got our beats. First up, from our drum generator. Whoops. There it goes. From Cake Johnson. Here it is. Here's Cake Johnson Raw. Man, the drum generator just doesn't want to put any kicks on one tonight. I think in this case, I think I want to kick on one. We're going to de-emphasize that snare just a little bit. Let's de-emphasize these parts of the snare. Let's put a big snare on 4. That should be good. Here's Cake Johnson's beat. Let's actually, that last snare a little too loud. I want to lower that kick. Okay, we got our first beat. Thanks, Cake Johnson. Next up, we got Mana Plate. How's it going, Mana Plate? Once again, no kick on 1, and this time I'm gonna leave it no kick. No kick on 1. We don't need it. And we're gonna de-emphasize that snare though. I'll de-emphasize that snare. That should be good. Here's Mana Plate speed. Awesome, we got our beats. Let's see, our sounds. Our first sound comes from Frambox. Let's see what it is. Whoops. It's taking, wait a second for this. There it is, Dark Currents. Big synth sound. From Spark, we got classic funk organ. From Marmar, we have swirling flutters. From Germaximus, we got the Aaron's Super Stack in it. From Allegro, we got the 80s sync weed. And lastly, from Varntz, we got Abraxas. A lot of, it's all, we got the organ. Okay. So you guys choose which sound starts the improv. It could be one of our drum loops, or dark currents, classic funk organ, swirling flutters, Aaron Superstack, 80s sync lead, or Abraxas. Let's see. Now let's fade that in for a second. And no title challenge this time. Just free raid, whatever title you come up with. Let's see, give you a moment more. Okay, I'm into this poll. What has chat chosen? It's a tie between 80 Sync Lead and Abraxas. That means we let the Greeks break the tie. And they've chosen, Chaos has chosen 80 Sync Lead. So we're starting with the 80 Sync Lead. Cool. And that reminds me, did I open your channel? Yes, now you're open. Okay, let's do it. Time to Etcetera. Here we go. Man, how about the solo, the guitar solo in there? Oh, thanks, Hyder Fox. Thanks everyone for all the calps. Let's see. Thanks, Stoosh. RunePenrod says, I don't know what to say. Sick from Barnes. Thank you guys. Yeah, so we had such this pretty intro. First two sections were so pretty, and I just I want to bring some darkness into this song.
Start yelling at each other.
It's too sweet. Let's see. Thanks from Penrod. Let's see. Let's look at these titles. Let's see what you guys came up with. Let's put that in the background. Whoops. So let's see, titles. What do we have here? From Magus, Rifting the Moon. Mana Plate Ghost. Ghost of Yesterday's Wake. Let's see, let's do it.
Kazoo of Paradise. Kind of soft.
Let's see. Let's see. From Frambox, The Softness of Petals. From
Crystallized Sunset.
from Hydrofox, Crystallized Sunset. And let's see, one more. From pioneenee, Exposition, Conflict, Resolution. Okay, those are your title options. We can name that Improv, Rifting the Moon, Ghost of Yesterday's Wake, The Softness of Petals, Crystallized Sunset, Exposition, Conflict, Resolution. I'll shout out a few other ones quick. We have Emerald Mines from Let's Go Link, Listen and Feel the Vibrations from Train VP, Morning Dew from Buddy Nova, Chasing Sunsets, Cake Johnson, Two Dudes in the Kazoo Zoo from Barnes, and from Consultant Legendary Ride of Epic Vibes. Thanks for all those titles. Donation from Dom. Thank you. Oh, is there Echo? I always forget to do that. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, there's a weird phasing thing that happens when that mic is on. What did I do? I did some kazoo on that track. Okay, let's end this poll. What has chat chosen? Chat has chosen Pioneenee's title, Exposition, Conflict, Resolution. Exposition, Conflict, Resolution. Thank you, Pioneenee. Okay, let's fade this out. Oh, we had a donation from Train VP. Train VP writes, "Wow, Kid and Benjamin, that was amazing. One of the best things I've heard on the show. So much good vibes in the first half. Lit kazoo and guitar solo in the second." Kid said, Train says, "Kid, please buy Benjamin and yourself a drink on me." Thank you, Train VP. And from Varnes, we had a donation. "Such great vibes, showing some love. Thank you, Varnes." And from Dom for that killer solo. Thank you, Dom, for that killer solo, Ben. Thank you so much for the donations. As you know, it's only recently we started having guests on this show, and I'm so excited about it. It's just, I love newness. I love meeting new people, playing new kinds of music. That being said, everyone that's on this show are professionals, like amazing musicians, and I guarantee them, they're all paid. Everyone's paid, and I'm paying them often more than the show makes. Actually, more than most shows make. So if you guys like having guests, your donations are going to help keep them coming. So thank you so much to all you who have made a donation so far. Thank you. Let's see. Now let's fade this in. You know, I wonder if we should do. I think Benjamin went out to take a break for a second, but I think maybe we should on this next track. Well, I shouldn't give it away unless we're gonna do it. So let's start getting ready for our next track. Let's see. What are we doing here? There it goes. So yeah, on screen, this is a new thing we're going to try out. Whoever is the top supporter of the channel this month will get an emote slot, one of our emote slots for all of November. There's some fine print, as you'll see, but I think that could be a fun way to recognize some of our top supporters of this channel. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Just getting these requests in. Oh, we're at our 199th show. Yeah, almost to 200 shows. Let's do it. Let me see. I'm trying to decide something. Trying to make a decision here. What are we gonna do? Yeah, we should save it. That looks good. Okay. Almost ready. There we go. Just getting in these requests for the next track. Getting close. I might need some more drum fills. Do I need more drum fills? Let's see. Do we need any more drum fills? No, we're good. We're good. Okay, we got some milestones coming up. Let's check out these milestones. This next track is going to feature Dwarven Pirate's first drum loop ever. First of many, right, Dwarven Pirate? Welcome. This is Let's Go Link's first sound request. This is going to feature, this is RunePenrod's 10th song being featured. And lastly, this track features RunePenrod's 5th sound request. Oh, and Meat Shield is here. Use Me as a Meat Shield's 10th drum loop. Use Me as a Meat Shield, one of my first viewers. I think Meat Shield, you must have started watching a year ago, almost a year ago. I can't tell you, when I started the show, there were a bunch of shows, many shows where I think Meat Shield was my only viewer. It's good to see you, Meat Shield. And let's see our request for this next track. We got 123 beats a minute from Stoosh Batiste, D minor from Enigma, drum loops, as I said, from Use Me as a Meat Shield, and Dwarven Pirate. I'm gonna let those continue to roll while I check. No, it is working. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Let's see. And a donation from Flukes. All right, a cheer from Flukes. Thank you so much for that cheer. Let's see. Okay, 0 out. Get these all back to normal. Let's see. Okay, we got our sounds. Let's just initialize. Oh, I see. I see what happened. Gotta do that first. Oh, actually, we had a question for Benjamin. Let me.
Uh-oh.
You ready? The question, if you choose to answer it, the question was, I think it was Enigma asked, if you had any PG-rated stories from the road, funny PG-rated stories.
Funny PG stories. Oh man, I can think of a lot of
not PG.
Not PG. They're funny though. Oh man, well, we definitely meet a lot of interesting people, for sure. Just trying to think. Got to think of something worthwhile. Come back to me.
What are there any places you played internationally with the band, right? Mm-hmm. You guys have toured. Any places where you had like unexpectedly crazy audience? It was just like you wouldn't have expected them to be as into it.
Well, the first time we were in Japan, there was mosh pits and crowd surfing, and it was way more people and way more enthusiasm than I expected, for sure. But yeah, we've definitely had some good times and some hard times, man. Like we've had our trailer break down twice, like I don't know, maybe a year apart from each other on the same mile stretch of the Jersey Turnpike. It's cursed, man. We have to go around it now.
You're done playing Jersey.
Don't have time for that kind of thing.
Let's see. Let's fade that out. I had a question. I was curious. How do you guys handle writing with your band? Is that something that sort of people bring a track to the band, or is it you guys all play together and sort of jam it out?
It's been pretty collaborative in the past. Some people bring in more formed ideas than others, but yeah, we're working on this new record now, working with some co-writers and different producers, and trying to kind of change the way that we write, getting to a point where we can really focus on lyrics and melody first, and then kind of build, grooves to match the, what you want the vibe of the song to be, so that it fits with the story you're trying to tell. Which seems really logical to a lot of people, but it's not always the easiest way to write for a band, because we play music, constantly together. So you can get us in a room, we can just, write grooves all day, and hooky bass lines and all that. But, I think, most people are pretty lyric driven, and, in melody, everybody likes a good hook. So we're working a little bit more from that angle these days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I think let's do these drum. Do we have our drum loops? Whoops. Let's make these drum loops. I think we should have our kit. Whoops, wrong screen. There we go. It's a hip hop heavy kit. Wait, how is this the first time it's been used? That's crazy. 1,200 songs. We've never used this kit before. We're going to have to include that sound possibly. We're going to tell the generator it can use that sound. So the way that, for those of you curious, the way this generator works is I tell it which parts of the drum set it can use. So we're going to add that sound as a possibility. And then I tell it a probability, like how likely will it use each of these sounds. So when you listen to a drum beat, you tend to hear the most of the hi-hat. And so the highest probability is the hi-hat. And then kick and snare, if it's a basic rock beat, you might have a few more kicks than the snare. So I create these basic probability rules, but because they're probabilities, it's still theoretically possible for a drum beat to have just kicks and snares and no hi-hats. So we have that possibility of all sorts of beats, while in a way setting it up to follow a convention in some ways, sometimes, but not always. So let's include that sound. Where is it? There it is. We're going to give it a high probability. This is so funny. We're going to give it the same probability as our snares, but not as our hi-hats. Okay. And so that's the thing, because it's probability, that sound might not be used. It's up to the generator. Oh. After that introduction, we had a crash. Take two. Here we go. Frambach says, new drum kit? I know, I don't know how it's possible that this kit it's been requested 20 times, it looks like, but it never made it past a request, never made it onto a song. Oh, and that's good. I'm glad someone asked a question while we wait for this computer to restart, or this program, just a program. Enigma had a question. Wants to know, Benjamin, what do you like to do when you're not playing music? Or is that all you do?
That's virtually all that I do. I never miss an opportunity to get in a natural body of water. That's I will seek that out if I have a little time off.
Do you surf?
For sure. Not as much as I'd like.
Yeah.
And I'm not very good at it. But yes, I will. I'd love to.
Can you surf much around here, or is it still way better down?
There's places to go, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as easy if you're not accomplished. Last time I went was up in Bolinas, and it was great. But yeah, I mean, going out to Ocean Beach can kind of be a nightmare, but people do it. For sure.
So, I want to know, you guys, you said you're not going back on tour really until 2018, or you have some little things here and there?
Yeah, we've got a few things shaken down. I think a short West Coast run in November. A couple things around Halloween, some stuff in kind of the Midwest. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not like it has been. We've been gone basically the entire year up till a few weeks ago.
Wow.
With a little. I mean, we managed to squeeze in. Our bass player got married. Managed to squeeze that in, and that was in I want to say beginning of July, and they just got back from their honeymoon. They had to wait to go.
Yeah. So. And when do you think the record's going to come out?
Spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
Cool.
March.
And are you guys are still tracking, or you're?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've demoed a lot of stuff out. We've got some pretty good recordings of some of the stuff, but I mean, we're still writing a lot of it that's going to end up on there. Yeah, but it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround process of, writing and arranging, orchestration, whatnot, tracking, mixing, mastering, artwork, the whole thing. I'm guessing it'll probably be I'm hoping by the end of the year, done, and then we'll just sit around and not listen to it for 3 months.
Yeah. Okay, I think our computer's back, so we're gonna make these drum beats. In theory, where does it go? There it is. Here's Meat Shield.
Use me as a meat shield.
Use me as a meat shield. Raw from our generator. Here it is. Oh man, that sound. We are gonna put a kick on one. I think we're gonna. Let's see. This one we're gonna de-emphasize. I have no idea what that sound. It's supposed to be some sort of weird tom sound. We'll shape these hats like I do. Drop the snare a bit. Ghost that. I think we want. Let's put another kick here. Let's put a. Yeah, that's good. Here's Meat Shield's beat. Oh man, I'm gonna lower them even more. They definitely make themselves known. You know, let's put a kick there. Wackiness. Thank you, Meat Shield, for your beat. Next up is Dwarven Pirate. Here's Dwarven Pirate. Oh, this beat looks crazy. I'm gonna lower these a lot. Well, let's see. Serious syncopation. Let's put a snare of 4. And we'll put a kick there. Now these snares will de-emphasize just a bit. Do we have a nice... Oh, we do have a nice open hat. Let's put... Oh, we already have open hat there. That should be good. We'll ghost these. Yeah, I think that... Do I want any... No, it looks good. Here it is, Dwarven Pirates beat. Actually, I do want... I want a snare on 2 and 4. Give ourselves a little bit of stability with this beat. That sound.
Far out.
This is the kind of beat where the drummer just got a double bass drum pedal and is showing off. Okay, we got our beats. Thank you, Dwarven Pirate and Meat Shield. Let's check out these sounds. First up, liquid square bass. And then that's from Frambox. And then Spark has requested the Curly Whirly. RunePenrod has requested the Roundback acoustic guitar, which... And then we have from Let's Go Inc. African Marimba. And then from Nifty Guy 1 we have Supervillain Brass. Is that the sound? Do I have the right sounds loaded? Yeah, it is. That is it. I don't remember that sound. Supervillain Brass.
Supervillain.
And then lastly we have Hybrid Space in it. Okay, we got our sounds. So you guys choose which sound starts the improv. Oh, and a big donation from Brucos. Brucos writes, awesome show so far. Thank you, Brucos. Thank you for that donation. Wow, thank you, Brucos. Oh, and a cheer from Nifty Guy 1. Thank you, Nifty Guy 1. We answered that question already. Let's see. Let's see. Where's our poll? There it is. So we can start with one of our drum loops or liquid square bass. Some intonation, some pitch issues on that sound. Curly whirly. I'm not going to be able to use that as a bass sound. I'm going to have to use it as a lead sound. Round back acoustic guitar. African marimba. Supervillain brass. Oh, yeah. Hybrid space in it. Okay, those are the sound options. Should we do a... Oh, it's too late. Okay. Trying to decide. That crash in the first song made me nervous. I'm just going to keep doing manual switching, camera switching. It's not as exciting, but apparently I need it. I mean, it might not have been my code. Could be something else, but... Well, the camera switching was working great on that first track until we crashed. Okay. Give you guys one more moment. Oh, that's a good reminder. Okay. Okay, I'm ending this poll. What has chat chosen? And chat has chosen Supervillain Brass. Overwhelmingly. Supervillain Brass. Okay, let's do it. Time to Etcetera. Here we go. Untitled time. Oh, thanks for all those scalps. A big hype for our guest today, Benjamin Andrews. Oh, Enigma says, killed it. Hydrofox says, OMG. Yeah, we stretched that one out, didn't we?
A little bit.
The longest song of the show was 70 minutes. Only one song. That was the longest. I don't know what the shortest is. The shortest probably like a minute where it crashed or something.
Yeah, right.
The fastest track we've done, over 300 beats a minute. The slowest, I did a track that was, I think, 23 beats per minute. Mm-hmm. We had two hosts during that. We had a host from Percussive Event and Tammy Black Media. Thank you so much for those hosts. And a cheer from Ducker. Ducker says, always love the guests. Thank you, Ducker. Pioneenee says, Benjamin is awesome. Thank you, Pioneenee.
Thank you.
And Buddy Noah says, Calp to Affinity. Yeah, Symphony of Madman, I think it has probably the longest kazoo solo in history, right? It's like a 10-minute kazoo solo. No one else is crazy enough to try to do it more than a minute of kazoo. So he's like, when you hear me play kazoo, it's really me just wanting to play guitar. Like it's like the poor man's guitar is the kazoo. Let's see. Okay, where's my screen? Oh, there it's going. There it goes. Okay, titles. What'd you guys come up with? From Devor Music, Karate Snares.
Watch your lights, I might knock them out.
Let's do it. From Azzazelynn,
That's pretty good.
watch your lights, I might knock them out. That's from Azzazelynn. From Cuervo Bunny, Infernal Bliss. Let's see. From Pioneenee, House of Hurricanes. One last title. Let's see. From Hydrofox, Brass Knuckle Boxer. Okay, those are your title options. Oh, do we have a fall rate raid? We got a fall rate raid. Okay, so fall rate is an awesome streamer who regularly raids the channel, and their raid call. So when a channel raids, they have their own special thing they put in chat. So fall rate's raid call is yeehaw. And so every time they raid, I have to give them a big yeehaw. So I'm gonna. I don't know if Benjamin might be scared away after I do this yeehaw, but you want to join me?
Yeah, man, let's do it together.
So I try to go really epic. Can I fade this out? Well, I just don't. Yeah, I should. I've got music in the background. I want to fade it out when we do our yeehaw. Okay. Franbox says double yeehaw. Yeah, let's see.
Too much.
Let's move the Let's move the mic a little further away. Hey, why did it not fade out? Oh, I know. I gotta fade it out over here. It's got a different system. Okay. So yeah, the double yeah. Well, I'll start off. You decide if you want to join in.
Oh, it's gonna be long. It's a long year.
I do a long one.
Oh man.
I do a long one. You can like do punctuating ones if you want. But I try to go for a real long one because I have to every time.
I kind of want to watch the boss.
I've done this like 6 times, and I have to keep one-upping myself. Yeah, Enigma says, warning to headphone users. See, what's so funny, Chad, is that, I think I've said it before, is that the floor is not very soundproof. So they have no context. Just out of nowhere, on Wednesdays, suddenly, around 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, they hear this guy just yee-hawing like nuts. But yeah, thanks for doing a shout out for Fall Raid. Thanks for the raid, Fall Raid. Okay, here we go. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna one up my last one. My last one was too epic. Okay, here we go. Yeah! There we go.
That was all right.
Did I one up it?
Solid.
I lost camera 3.
Was it better? Was it better than last time?
I think I lost camera 3 there. Okay, thank you for the raid, Fall Raid. Okay, what we're doing? Oh yeah, we had our titles. You guys are voting. Karate Snares, Watch Your Lights, I Might Knock Them Out, Infernal Bliss, House of Hurricanes, Brass Knuckle Boxer. And some good titles I missed. Let's see. We had Driftwood from Tammy Black Media. Thanks again for the host raid. Midnight Ecstasy. Oh, I probably should bring this back. Oh, thanks for the calves. Fall Raid says best yeehaw ever. Let's see. We got a Funny Bone Ruckus from Buddy Nova. In the year 25 from Dom. Thanks for all those titles. Okay, let's end this poll. What is chat chosen? Chat is chosen. There it is from Azzazelynn, Watch Your Lights. I Might Knock Them Out. This track, now known as Watch Your Lights, I Might Knock Them Out.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so I think that was our last track. We're going to do a few things to wrap it up, and then we'll say goodbye to Benjamin in a moment. Oh, and thank you again for that, host Fall Raid. I'm sorry we're ending just as you guys are arriving. Let's see. What do we have? Oh yes, that's what we're doing. So let's prep the end of the show. Let's see, there we go. Okay, our show tonight was live from the Earth's core as requested by AlmostAtLife. This was part of the Octagon Wheels tour. We did 4 tracks. We started with Beautiful Mistake, then we did Electric Erosion, then we did Exposition, Conflict Resolution. We ended on Watch Your Lights, I Might Knock Them Out. Those are our tracks. Each song got longer. Look at that.
That sounds about right.
Epic. We started, the first track was 13 minutes, the last one was double that.
First one was 13 minutes and we got cut off.
That's right. It would have been, that first track would have been like 2 hours long if we hadn't gotten cut off. Let's see. We got some thank yous, in theory. Why did I go to this screen though? Oh, I messed myself up, didn't I? Ooh, that's going to cause a problem. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. There we go. Let me just find there it is. Oh, good. Okay, we got some thank yous. Let's see. First up, let me thank our superstar mods we had tonight. AlmostAtLife, Azzazelynn, Be Crafty, Brucos, Carbo Bunny, Dom, Frambox, Musichick, Skull, Lost Elf, as well as Tubi and Wears Hats. Thank you, superstar mods, for your help tonight. We had hosts and raids from Dom, G Sharp Piano Bar, Percussive Event, Tammy Whack Media, Fall Rate 1000. Thank you for those raids. We had donations from subs. We had a new sub from Mana Plate and 6-month resubs from Dorf and Wears Hats. Thank you for those subs. And we had some donations from All About the Benjamins, Train VP, Brucos, Varts, Dom, 2 from Dom. And we had cheers from Magus, Nifty Guy 1, Plukes, Kajink, and Ducker. Thank you for those. Now, and let me thank all our lurkers. We have the most beautiful lurkers on the internet. I've said it before. I will say it again. You are the most gorgeous, invisible people I have yet to see. Thank you, lurkers. Thanks to everyone who's hanging out in chat. We got 2 things left to do. Well, I'll say 3 things left to do. Oh man, that's okay. I'm gonna do it. So as I told you guys, I screwed up my code, and I when I think it was Enigma asked that question about the horse-sized duck. It's a little hard to explain, but basically that has become Enigma's Say My Name, and it's on my screen. I'm just gonna go with it. I hope that's okay, Enigma. So watch out for Enigma's question in the middle of the shout out. So if you guys have never seen the shout out before, here's how it works. These 42 folks you see on screen either named our current tour, our venue for tonight, or one of our 4 tracks, and or they submitted a poll. We didn't do any polls. And or they made a request and made it onto one of these tracks. If you're following along, you're going to notice that some of these names I say differently. That's because they've requested their name be said differently. I am not cheating. Sometimes it's my advantage, sometimes my disadvantage. Tonight it's to my disadvantage because I messed up Enigma's Say My Name, and I'm just going to go with it. My record is 59 names in one breath, so 42 should be no problem, except for, as I said, this Say My Name from Enigma. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Tonight we feature the following extraordinary cast of Twitcherods, Twitcherinos, Twitcheroids, Twitcheroodles that gathered together for this show from across the Twitch universe. These 42 folks will never be the same again. This show will never happen again. These songs will never happen again. They exist because of these requests. Different set of requests, different people here. It would have been a different show. So thank you guys. Here we go. Let's do the shout out. So I should be able to do this in one breath. Should be fine. Even with this epic. So watch out for watch out. It's actually the 4th thing I'm going to say. Instead of Enigma, I'm going to say this other thing that the computer. I messed up. Here we go. Like almost like a remake. Ask, would you rather ride one horse-sized duck or 100-sized duck-sized horses? Kappas, Dazzin, Bestman, Shoner, Broskis, Brugos, Kupeti, Nova, Cake, John, Corvo, Bunny, Dom, Don, Geo, Dorf, Ducker, Dwarven, Pirate, Electric Brew, Frambush, Maximus, Hydrofox, J, Doubles, Casilton, Lenino, Let's Go, Link, Lost Elf, Magus, Mana Plate, Armor, Music, Chicken, Difficult, 1, Pioneenee, Reginald, Dell, RunePenrod, Skull, Sourfrock, Spark, Stu, 13th Now, Train, VP, Use Me as a Meat Shield of Arts, and Wears Hats. No problem. That was an easy one. But again, though I say your username's fast, I really mean it. This show, because it's improvised, it means we depend on you guys for inspiration. One set of sounds is going to generate a totally different song than another set of sounds. You know, the speed of the track, the drum beats you guys did. So thank you so much for helping make this show happen the way it did. Thank you guys. Let's see, 2 things left. I'm going to start rolling our subcredits. And then after subcredits, I'm going to bring Benjamin back once more to say goodbye to y'all. Let's first let's read a few of these credits. We got Key Grip Synthesized, The Chick That Does Stuff Music Chick, Jiffy's Groomer Judge, Jiffy's Cuddle Buddy, Frambox, Just Happy to Be Here, Rainbow, I'm already behind. Son of the Year, Titorix. Okay, I'll let those continue to roll while I find someone that we're going to raid after we say goodbye. Let's see who is playing right now. Is there anybody on? So let's raid this guy. Is he still playing? Well, hopefully he's still playing by the time we... Yeah. Whoops. Okay, if you've never done a raid before, after we wave goodbye to you guys, our bot Tubi is going to paste a URL, a link into chat. Click on that link, go to this other streamer's channel, paste in our raid call. Our raid call is Etcetera Raid with your favorite emotes. We've been the beneficiary of a whole bunch of raids tonight. So some of you raiders might be still here. Let's send those good vibes, pass them on to the next streamer, and make their night. Let's see. So, there it is. People are getting ready. Let this finish up. You know, I think our subcredit list is getting long enough that I might change it so that what it does is that it shows it in order of who is here tonight, and then anyone who's not here will make the font much smaller so that it scrolls by a little quicker. But if you're a new sub, you can make your custom credit for the end credits with the exclamation point credit command. And you can have multiple credits, and our bot will choose a different one each show. Okay. Wow, they're still going. I feel like they're longer than normal. What happened? What if they never ended? What if the show just doesn't end? Maybe it's on a loop. Maybe I made another mistake, and these are going to just roll for the rest of our lives. And I'm just going to be trying to buy time since I finished what I was going to say just then. Wait, this is not possible. They should be ended by now. Oh, there it goes. Ending with Laserhawk. Okay. Okay, well, we're going to go full screen again. I want to thank Jeremy for taking a leap of faith and joining me on this show. It sounded awesome. I hope you guys had as much fun. Check out his album. I hope some of you guys bought some of their music. I hope you guys check out their page and and check if they're playing near you, because these guys, I mean, I've just seen videos and stuff, but you look on the web and over, people say these guys are like the best live band. So I hope you guys will have a chance to see them live. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be something coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, promote.
Do you promote your Bandcamp album that you did?
Yeah. If anybody wants to listen to, some personal solo music, whatever, that is available. Benjamin Andrews, Bandcamp.com.
Yeah,
it's free.
It's an awesome. It's
not going to cost you anything but a moment of your life. Precious moments.
Check out the record. It's an awesome record.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Oh, there's some thank yous for you in there, chat.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys very soon. If not Friday, then next Monday. And next Monday we got our cellist. On Wednesday we may have some special guests. I don't know yet. It'd be exciting if it happens. On Friday we got a fiddler player. If not that week, the next month. Or the following year, decade, century, millennium, eon, whenever it is, it will be good to see you guys. I hope that whatever comes next includes the raid we're about to do. I hope it includes dropping by Discord. I'll be on Discord in and out as I do my post-show work. Tomorrow, as some of you guys know, is my big work day, since I've had to take on a side job so I don't go bankrupt. So tomorrow's my 16-plus hour day. So wish me luck. I'll look forward to seeing you guys very soon. I'm the Etcetera Kid. This is our amazing guest, Benjamin Andrews from the band Combrio. Jiffy is in here, but he's fast asleep. Maybe Friday you guys will see him again. But have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever, whenever you are. We're out of here. See you later.